What's going on, everyone? Christian Duke from StrengthAddicts.com at the 2015 NPC Bill Wilmore Classic. I'm joined by NPC Bodybuilder JANEIL Encarnacion. JANEIL, how's it going today, brother?
Doing good.
Awesome, man. I saw you backstage. I was taken aback by your physique, and I want to do an interview. Little did I know you're friends with my friend Jason Aguila.
That's right.
Talk to us about how many shows you've done coming up to this one, because it looks like you've been in the game for a while.
Well, actually, I was getting ready for a show in 2012. And about 2 months before, I had a motorcycle accident, so that kind of, slowed me up, slowed the process up. But then I got ready and I competed in 2013, South Florida, NPC. I did well. I won both the open and the overall, as well as the novice heavyweight and the overall novice.
Excellent. Now I'm looking through my camera here, and it looks like you have, what, 8 abs there? I mean, how many abs you got there?
I got about 8.
And the good thing is that you do contest prep, and I think it's a real testament to contest prep when you've got someone that can get himself in shape for a contest. I don't know if you remember back in high school, like football, for example, you'd be out there running laps, and the coach would follow you in a golf cart, big old fat ass. Exactly. So, talk to us about your personal training business and your contest prep, and also, as we discussed earlier, what's bodybuilding like in South Florida? What's the vibe like?
Okay, well, with training, I have my own thing going on also. With my business partner, we have B&J Fitness.
Okay.
So we do personal training and we do boot camps out here in South Florida.
Okay.
As far as contest prep, that's Team Undivided. And that's going well. We have a couple of competitors, a couple of athletes going out that we're getting ready for shows, and we're all doing great. And then as far as bodybuilding in South Florida, I think it's very well accepted. Just because South Florida is all about the image, Even if you're not a bodybuilder, you usually work out.
Absolutely.
You care about your look. We're very, not to say self-centered in that aspect, but it's reality. That's how we are here.
Yeah, and because in some places bodybuilding, they look at it, they say, oh, that's all drugs, or they look about it and they say, oh, this guy spends 10 hours in the gym, or and I've noticed in South Florida, LA Fitness, I've noticed at a lot of the gyms, at Steel Gym, bodybuilders are sort of like rock stars, kind of like it was in the 70s and the 80s. There's a lot of big respect for,
There's a lot of work, and people know the work that's put into it.
Right.
Because they try themselves, but they're not able to be consistent, not only with the training, but with the diet.
And there's no supplement in the world that's going to give you an 8-pack. You know what I mean? An 8-pack. That's all diet and nutrition. Now, let me ask you a quick question about your training, though, because back in the 70s, they didn't do a lot of cardio. And I've noticed that a lot of bodybuilders aren't doing it now. Other people swear by it. What's your position on cardio, especially in contest prep?
I slowly increase it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I start with maybe 20 minutes.
Okay.
Try not to go over an hour.
Okay.
By the last week or 2.
Now, when you're actually in the gym training, whether it's contest prep or off season, are you a high volume guy or a high intensity guy? Well,
I'm always training with high intensity.
Okay.
But I do change my, the rep ranges, and if I do supersets or giant sets,
okay,
we always change that up. But intensity is always the key.
Okay, and I guess the last question, again, another training question. You're a taller guy.
Yeah.
And when you're taller, the joints are longer, everything's longer. What would you advise, not giving away all your secrets, because obviously you do contest prep and training, but what's a tip you would give to a taller bodybuilder that wants to put on some mass in the arms or the legs?
I would say just eat like a beast and put the size on, because like you said, when you're a little bit taller, it's a lot more muscle, more size, more volume you have to fill up.
Right.
So it's a little bit more challenging. But it's not an excuse. You just have to get a little bit bigger.
It's not an excuse, absolutely. All right, well, thank you very much, JANEIL Encarnacion. Christian Duke, StrengthAddicts.com at the Bill Wilmore Classic. Le Freak.